In this video, I'm going to show you most of how I made this thing. Never had a shaving horse before, so I built one basically with some chainsaw milled lumber. And I don't know, I don't think it turned out too shabby. So I guess, woo! Onward to the building! Well, I need a shave horse, so I reckon I'm gonna have to build one. Okay, I don't really have any plans written down yet, but I have two materials that I'm gonna start with. I got this old four-wheeler seat that somehow I'm gonna incorporate in so I can sit on that while I'm using the shave horse. And then I got this piece of silver maple, and I already snapped a chalk line on it so I can get a straight edge on that thing. And I'm thinking I'll probably go 6 inches wide on this and go from there. It looks like I can get a decent 6-incher out of there. But we're gonna kind of wing this and make it up as we go. All right, I'm gonna get cutting. Well, here's the base all squared up. All right, we'll put a little magic Holden juice on here. This thing is 24 inches long. So I'm gonna have, and this piece is about 4 inches wide that I decided to use for a back leg. So I should have about a 10-inch overhang on each side. I got my super special leveling spacer in. And I got 2 holes pre-drilled here. Alright, 2 screws. Then I'm thinking I'm going to do a 3rd screw on the back. Oh, just like downtown. All right, a little more magic juice. All right, get this lined up here. Looks about right. Still looking good. Usually I use Torx, but person gave me these Phillips for free, so you see me slipping and sliding here. I'm not very good with the Phillips ones on the old impact driver. There. Now I'm going to do the same to the other side. give that a little more sturdiness. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to put a piece in like this. We'll see after I get the front legs done how much it moves. All right, I'll get the other side done. Well, here it is, my completed shaving horse. Now you may be looking at it going, hey man, you got a bunch of parts on there that you didn't have any video of you making. Well, see, and I don't really know the rules to YouTube. I guess I haven't looked too deep into it. I'm just doing it because it's fun, it's something to do. But I guess there's a rule, you can't have the radio playing in the background. And for some of these parts, I was drinking beer listening to the radio. So some of these parts, I'm not going to be able to load any video of how I made them. So I guess it is what it is. But if you look at it, it's not rocket science, obviously. And I made it, so obviously it can't be rocket science. All right, let's get to it. Why does it look like Swiss cheese? Why does it look like it was on the beach at D-Day? Well, I wanted a bunch of adjustability here. Okay, so I pumped 4 holes in this thing. Right here, they're 1 1/8 holes, so I could move the clamping arms forward or back. And then on these arms, which are 38 inches long, I pumped 10 holes, 2 inches apart, and then I offset them. Okay, so then I can adjust the arms up or down and this or that. And then the other adjustable part is, and then this, the actual part that's going to sit on the wood. You know, you can pop that out and pop it in a different hole. And just for this to slide in and out, I know it looks like a sword, huh? But basically all I did is I cut a little piece of wood, slid it onto the 1 1/8 inch dowel and glued it. And then I don't know, I kind of rounded the ends of the dowel so it would slide in and out easy. And then I don't have them made yet, but I'm making little pieces that I'm going to have an 1 1/8 hole go through. And then I'll have like a V cut on it. So I could slide the dowel through it, and I can have little different attachments that when I slide them in here, they can grip whatever I'm working on differently. Say I want to try making a spoon, or say I'm trying to, I know there's a different shaving horse or whatever for making spoons, but I'm going to make different attachments so I can grip different things to do different projects with this. Don't know if it'll work out yet, but I'm going to give it a shot. All right, and then the work table here, this bad boy, we got this thing, okay? Basically it's just some pieces of wood screwed together, nailed together, but how it works, I put a track, God, I think that's 6 inches wide, this board, and I screwed that to my work area, and then I made a track on this piece. So it fits tight on the track on the work area. So it, it slides down in tune. And then you go down in here, and I got a piece of board screwed in that follows, because this box is basically like a track. So it holds it in line and keeps it nice and sturdy. So when I move this forward, and I might have made her a little tight, but I think she'll work in, So this will always pivot, because between the two tracks, I got a dowel right here holding it together so that thing can pivot. Let me yank her up, I'll show you. So it just pivots back and forth on that dowel. And basically I just made the pieces, drilled them in, and then I just put 2 covers on the outside so the dowel can't come out. And you notice there's 2 different size screws. Is there a scientific reason for that? Nope. When I was digging through the pile of screws I had sitting on the bench, I found 5 of one size and 4 of the other size. So that's what we ended up with. You go on this side, it's just the same thing, basically just to hold the dowel in so the dowel doesn't come out. But it seems pretty sturdy, and like I said, I think it'll work in for moving it back and forth, so it'll move easier. But so far, I like that. My first delve into it, or however you want to say it, I had one that was solid, and I still had it using a track system, but maybe I had a little too many beers that night, because the concept completely flew over my head that as you move this workpiece up and down, the angle's gonna change. So after I went through all the trouble of building this, I had to sit down, scratch my head, and go, well, I need something that can change angles as the thing moves. So this was the simplest thing I could come up with to make this so the angle was adjustable on this. So when I move the work table up and down, it would stay sturdy. All right. And then basically I just got a little pine foot pad here. So when I sit on, I can just rest my feet on there. Sit on it like this and rest my feet so I can be nice and comfortable. This slides forward, pinches a piece of wood here. I'll go grab my little, my doodigger, my draw knife, and in theory, it should work just like this. All right, what else can I show you? All right, on the seat, I basically just cut some 1x material and cut it to the shape of the contour of the bottom of the plastic on the seat. And then I put a couple 1x material underneath and screwed into some plastic parts on the seat, and that holds it nice and sturdy. I mean, that seat she isn't going nowhere. And then I put the back leg as far back as I could, just that way it's nice and sturdy if you're sitting back there. I mean, what if I want to ride this thing double, man? What else can I talk about this thing? I got an 8-inch decorative hinge here, and that's what's holding the workspace or the work table on top. That's about it. There ain't really much more I can say about this bad boy. Now I just gotta see if I can use it to make something cool. Because at the end of the day, that's what this thing's for. Just another tool to try and make something cool. All right. Thanks for watching.